When the clock strikes 12 midnight, the rules reset. The signal breaks free. A new voice goes live. A new sound detonates. Northstrong Unsanctioned, the podcast that doesn't ask permission, doesn't follow scripts, and doesn't bow to the algorithm. Hosted by Maverick Northstrong. Broadcasting from the edge of culture, where truth, rhythm, and rebellion collide. Streaming on YouTube via the Northstrong frequency. When the world resets, Northstrong goes unsanctioned.
Love is not all. Love is not all. It is not meat, nor drink, nor slumber, nor a roof against the rain, nor yet a floating spar to men that sink and rise, and sink and rise, and sink again. Love cannot fill the thickened lung with breath, nor clean the blood, nor set the fractured bone. Yet many a man is making friends with death, even as I speak, for lack of love alone. It well may be that in a difficult hour, pinned down by pain and moaning for release, or nagged by want past resolution's power, I might be driven to sell your love for peace, or trade the memory of this night for food. It well may be. I do not think I would.
Welcome to Northstrong Unsanctioned. This is the space where we speak truth without permission, where we question what we're told to accept, where strength isn't about control or dominance, it's about clarity, where truth, rhythm, and rebellion collide. I'm Celine Crow. If you're listening to this right now, maybe you're alone, maybe you're driving, maybe you've got headphones on late at night, when everything finally gets quiet. And tonight, I'm opening a new door inside this show. This is Between the Beats. Between the Beats with Celine Crow. This is not about shouting. This is not about hot takes. It's about the space between thoughts, the moments we usually skip past, the feelings we don't always have language for, and for our debut episode, the timing matters. Because today is February 14, Valentine's Day. A day soaked in symbolism, red everywhere, flowers, candles, messages telling you who you should love and how that love should look. It's a day where the world speaks in one loud voice and says, love is everything, that love heals all wounds, that love fixes broken people, that love is enough to survive anything. And if you're happy today, that message feels warm. But if you're not, it can feel heavy. So tonight, we're not rejecting love. We're just asking a quieter, braver question. Is love really enough? To sit with that question, we're leaning on a poem written in 1931 by Edna St. Vincent Millay. It's called Love Is Not All. And before we go any further, let me say this. This poem isn't cynical. It's not cold. It's not anti-love. It's honest. And honesty tends to feel uncomfortable before it feels freeing. Millay opens the poem with a line that stops you if you let it. Love is not all. It is not meat nor drink, nor slumber nor a roof against the rain. Take a second with that. Love isn't food. Love isn't water. Love isn't sleep. Love isn't shelter. Love doesn't keep you alive by itself. And that's hard to hear because we've been raised on the opposite message. We've been told that love should conquer all things. Millay isn't saying love is meaningless. She's saying love has limits, and acknowledging limits isn't cruel. It's realistic. Between the Beats with Celine Crow. Here's where this gets personal. In real life, love is often asked to do jobs it was never meant to do. People stay in unstable situations because they're in love. People tolerate neglect because they're in love. People shrink themselves because they're in love. We turn endurance into a virtue. As long as love is involved, we say, love means sacrifice. Love means staying. Love means holding on. But Millet quietly asks, at what cost? Because love that requires constant self-erasure isn't noble. It's unsustainable. Let's pause here. If you're listening and something feels familiar, you're not alone. A lot of people don't leave relationships because they stop loving. They leave because they're exhausted, because they've been explaining themselves for years, because their needs keep getting postponed, because their growth keeps being treated like betrayal, and love becomes the reason they stay longer than they should. Millet isn't telling us to abandon love. She's reminding us not to confuse love with obligation, or guilt, or fear. Later in the poem, Millet writes, I might be driven to sell your love for peace. That line lands differently when you're older, because sometimes peace feels more urgent than romance, more urgent than promises, more urgent than nostalgia. And wanting peace doesn't mean love failed. It means the situation became too heavy. Survival will always challenge sentiment. That doesn't make you heartless. It makes you human. Today, we're quicker to judge people who walk away. We say they gave up. We say they didn't fight hard enough. But sometimes leaving isn't quitting. Sometimes leaving is clarity. Sometimes it's choosing to live instead of just enduring. Millet gives us permission to say that without apology. So here's where Between the Beats draws the line. Love should not cost you your identity. Love should not silence you. Love should not punish your growth. Love should not demand your destruction. Love is meant to walk with you, not consume you. Between the Beats with Celine Crow. And still, Millay doesn't dismiss love. She closes the poem with restraint. I do not think that I would sell your love for anything. That's not contradiction. That's balance. Love matters. Love inspires. Love connects. But love needs reality beside it, not fantasy on top of it. So if today feels complicated for you, that's okay. Celebrate love if you have it. Mourn it if you've lost it. Question it if it's hurting you. But don't idolize it. Because love is not all, and that truth doesn't make love smaller. It makes it honest. Between the Beats with Celine Crow. And that's about it for me. This has been Between the Beats on Northstrong Unsanctioned. See you again next time. I'm Celine Crow. Always remember, the loudest truths don't live in the noise. They live between the beats. Good night.